welcome back to another video from MBMRC. This is Brian. Today I just want to do a post-build review on the old school models Robinhood 25. I want to point out though that before we get started here that we're not sponsored or affiliated with old school models in any way. I do want to say that this is the first balsa kit that I ever constructed by myself. We have over 100 planes here in the building. Most of them are built up balsa and glow powered. I'm more of an ARF guy myself. I have some ARFs and some bind and flies, but I decided a while ago I was going to get in the building a little bit. And I did some flight test kits, and then I decided to actually do a balsa kit. And a lot of times, you know, you're at the hobby shop or you're online and you see, you know, the box of wood that these things come in, and it's a little bit intimidating for a lot of people, and don't let it intimidate you. There's nothing here to really be concerned about. Mark did a very good job designing this kit. All these parts are interlocking. One thing I do want to hit on with the wood that he provided in the kit, again, this is the first kit I've ever built, but I've seen my dad and my brother do several kits. And a lot of times, like these hardwood pieces like this here for the wing spar, they'll be kind of bent and warped, and there was none of that here really. The laser cutting, to me at least, from what I've seen the other two do, was extremely good, second to none really. I mean, all the parts fit together very nicely. Again, there's nothing here to be intimidated by. As far as a beginner kit, it builds real quick. I didn't have hardly any issues as far as building it went. Something that he may want to look into though, as far as a beginner, if I was by myself, there's no way I would have been able to do the landing gear as good as it came out, and I'll have some close-up shots for in the video. Fortunately for me, I had some people around me that was experienced and could help out. Something that he may want to look into is maybe doing some pre-bent aluminum landing gear, and maybe just, you know, additional costs, ship those out with the kit if somebody is incapable of doing it or inexperienced at doing that. The other thing, the instructions, if you follow them, you should be okay. The pictures sometimes are a little bit hard to understand, and some of the wording. I got ahead of myself a couple times with the instructions, and I had to go through and fix a couple ribs and things like that. He does provide you with just enough material to finish the kit. A lot of the sheeting and stuff you'll have extra, but as far as the actual, like this 1/4 inch stick and all this stuff, there's just enough there to finish the kit, so there's not room for many mistakes. Fortunately, we have a bunch of spare parts and wood and stuff here to do things like that. But if you just follow his instructions, the plans are really nice. They're rolled plans, they're not folded. Again, we are not affiliated or sponsored by him at all. I just kind of wanted to help get his name out there. And like I said, I just wanted to do this video so you guys could see what the construction looked like before we covered it. And obviously, once it's covered, we're going to do you know, a flying review and stuff like that. But as far as building it, my first kit, it went extremely easy. Again, the landing gear and maybe the pictures and stuff in the manual could be a little bit easier, but other than that, no problems. Let me go through my notes here, make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, he wanted to know, I'm going to put a Rimfire 25 on it, just a 60 amp speed controller, and I'm going to fly it on a Spectrum DX9. If you have any questions for us, please don't be afraid to comment. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. And there's going to be a link in the description below for this video, so you can go find out where you can buy this thing at. I highly recommend it for somebody looking into getting into balsa building. Thanks.